Namaste and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. Yeah, a lot of things happening again. We had the never before, at least first time after 1962, the same Prime Minister taking oath for the third consecutive or successive time. It's a hat trick for Sri Narendra Modi ji, and what an achievement it was. Then, of course, we had the two state assembly elections of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha, throwing up uh, throwing out the existing or the incumbent governments and the other parties sweeping back to power. In fact, in Odisha, the BJP government coming to power for the first time in the history of Odisha, and of course in Andhra Pradesh, as you all know, Nara Chandrababu Naidu's great comeback into the Indian politics, and he turned out to be that at the NDA at the center definitely needs his support from the Telugu Desam Party TDP, and of course that of Sri Nitish Kumarji's JDU from Bihar. So these two becoming the kingmakers in at center, and there is a coalition government at center. So politics will talk definitely, and maybe a bit of sports. The T20 World Cup is in progress in places like USA and West Indies. Yeah. So first politics. Let us see. It was a great elections 2024. Kudos to the election commission of India for doing it so nicely. A lot of improvements are definitely possible and maybe will be done, but ultimately, Char So Par had gone into oblivion, and NDA just managing to get a simple majority and forming the government. But anyway, a hat trick for Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, and what a great performance by him, winning three straight general elections, Lok Sabha elections in India, 2014, 2019, and now here at 2024 as well. Though he is not as strong as he was in the first two terms, probably he would have preferred to get somewhere around 300 or maybe 270 absolute majority by BJP itself, but that was not to be. And but let us look at why I tell it as a great moment in the history of Indian politics and Indian governments is earlier time it was Jawaharlal Nehru's Congress winning three successive terms and taking oath in 1962. But that is, it is the initial stages of Indian freedom, and after India's freedom, and there was no other party. There is no similarity between the political landscape of 1962's India and 2024's India. And even Congress party, or the India Alliance, as it is known in 2024, did well to get somewhere around 232 to 33. So it will be a tightrope walk for Prime Minister Modi ji. I hope he does well, and he is definitely, he deserved, in my personal view, deserved more votes than what he got. Ultimately, BJP got 242 or 241. So a lot of people, political commentators say it is the arrogance of Modi ji. I don't think it was an arrogance. He has done well. Here is the Prime Minister who doesn't take rest even for a single day. So he definitely deserved more. But hopefully he'll be able to sit through the third term successfully with the help of other parties and the other coalition parties like Telugu Desam Party, Janasena, and of course the JDU, Nitish Kumar Saab's JDUs from Bihar. And to look at the 10 years of Modi ji's government, I'm a big fan of his achievements, be it the economic policies, the India's GDP coming to the fifth position from 11th. You have been hearing it so many number of times. And the digital economy, as my sister says, you go to a Kela fellow, you can pay through Paytm or Phone Pay or Google Pay. I mean, it is a fantastic, it is absolutely like a miracle that's happening. Even the world leaders attending the G20 summit appreciated it. So that was a great achievement from the captain Narendra Modi ji. The economic, the financial development, the GDP, the road network, the infrastructure development, and there are so many, like Make in India, firm defense. It was I mean, we were the largest importers of arms, and now India is exporting of its products, defense products, to so many countries. People are interested in showing interest in the Tejas, our own homegrown fighter 4.5 generation fighter aircraft Tejas, the LCA light combat aircraft, and a lot of expectations that our own HALs, advanced light helicopter, Prachanda, and all that will do well in international market as well. So Make in India definitely making an impact on the Indian economy and Indian defense and the defense capabilities. So all these are initiatives taken by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We wish him all the best in the third term as well. Hopefully he brings in more and more of business, as well as the yoga, the contribution of yoga for a personal health, hygiene, when the whole world needed personal hygiene, like we were struck with the calamity called the corona, and we needed to do meditation or do yoga for our personal health. And he is the beacon light showing the world that yoga, incidentally Yoga Day, International Yoga Day, is also coming on the 21st of June. Not that it did not exist before. A lot of our gurus, they have been telling that yoga is very good for personal hygiene and general health. But if a prime minister is telling and doing it, and you have never heard touched, I wish him good health always, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But you have never seen him coughing or having a muffler around his neck. He's always fit. The last 10 years he has not taken one day leave. So kudos to his stamina and his willpower. Wishing him all the best in the third term as the Prime Minister, the hat-trick term, that is. Now we have talked about the central government, the general elections of 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Let's talk about a bit about the assembly elections in Andhra Pradesh. Oh, what was a fantastic turnaround for the visionary. I am a big fan of Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu as well. If you look at his vision of the new capital that he wanted to make in Amaravati, you just go through the video clips, you will understand what a visionary he is. Unfortunately, that ran into trouble because his opponent party, the YCP or the YSRCP party, had one term, and in one term people understood that yes, he is no good chief minister. I am sorry to tell that, because it is people's opinion. That is how people have thrown you out. Only freebies will not hold you. It was written on the wall everywhere that either perform or perish. So it is literally as simple as that, and as difficult as that if you are in the politics, in the general politics, in the public life. So TDP, they are doing very well in Andhra Pradesh state assembly elections. TDP with Pawan Kalyan's, the power star Pawan Kalyan's Janasena party with BJP, they formed an NDA alliance, and it appears that they are going to stay together till the 5-year term is over. And it will be good, auguring good for India as well as for the state of Andhra Pradesh, which is now all the development work is taken a back seat. Hopefully it will come to the front seat, to the driving wheel. And today only I was listening to a YouTube wherein somebody was telling it is good for Nirmala Sitharaman ji to be again put as finance minister. Yeah, continuity is very important in policies. So mostly all the big 4 or 5, like Jai Shankar as Ministry of Minister of External Affairs, then Nitin Gadkari, the infrastructure man, roads development, and of course we have JP Nadda coming in as the health minister, and Nirmala Sitharaman ji, and of course Rajnath Singh, the defense minister. They are doing exceedingly well. Hopefully they'll continue to do well, or maybe do it much better than what they have been doing in the last. As Prime Minister Modi has told, it was only a trailer for 10 years. Hopefully it will continue. The big movie will continue in the next term. And Telugu Desam Party sweeping back to power in Andhra Pradesh augurs well, and there is a lot of things lined up. The Polavaram project, the Amaravati capital, state capital, maybe one of the best in the world, that is what is planned, and a lot of development work in Andhra Pradesh. And coming to Odisha politics, 24 years incumbent government of Naveen Patnaik, I think did a bit of political harakiri in resorting to Pandian, who's a rank outsider, and I think that did in for the BJD, Biju Janata Dal, and BJP for the first time in the history of Odisha political history has been stormed to power. And hopefully they also do well, because these are not simple elections. Public opinions are so solid and so loud, you can see the writing on the wall, that either perform or perish. So 24 years also is not good enough for you to cement your future as the chief minister of a state. So that is how Naveen Patnaik was shown a door, and probably rightly so. Some changes are required, and I think not much was happening on the development front in Odisha, because I come from Odisha. My childhood was in Orissa. I expected more things to be done. Hopefully the BJP government now under Mohan Maji ji will do some good work, and they have to, unless they do it, their existence will be at stake. So that's about politics. I'm not going to movies this time. Not much of news anyway. And we'll go to sports straight away. Yes, a lot of sports happening. The second Grand Slam of the year, the French Open at the Roland Garros, was completed last week. And Carlos Alcaraz winning his third Grand Slam, and he was the in the Open era. He is the only teenager tennis male player who was ranked number one when he was 19 years and odd days. So Alcaraz, I think the next big thing in the tennis is happening already after the big three of FedEx, Federer, and Novak Djokovic, who had to pull out in the quarterfinals because of injury. And of course Rafael Nadal also is looking not very strong because of health issues. He's also, after 22 Grand Slams, he definitely looks a bit old in front of Carlos Alcaraz. And in ladies tennis, just again my wish that Indian girls should do well in international tennis. Iga Swiatek from Poland winning her fourth Grand Slam, 3 consecutive at Roland Garros, that is French Open, and 1 in 2022 US Open. So she's strong for the last 107 weeks. She's the number one in the ladies circuit. And of course, now we are coming to the most important, that is cricket. That is World T20 Cup is going on, being held, that is in the USA and the West Indies. And what a way it has started. USA is knocking at the door to enter the last 8, the Super 8, the next stage of the tournament. If today's match, as I get the reports that it is going to be played in the next 3 games in our pool, in the pool of India, Pakistan and USA, Canada, and of course Ireland. In this group, 3 matches which will be played in Florida. If the rain threat is very much looming large, and if it is washed away, it will be USA finding itself along with India in the Group 8 stage, and what a match it was when they defeated Pakistan in the super over late midnight. It was a great match to watch, and India, of course, beating Pakistan, which has been happening quite often now in the World Cups. So Pakistan finds itself in a tight spot, and of course the other teams to have qualified to the second round or the group, the Super 8, are of course Australia, South Africa, and Afghanistan of all. So kudos to the IPL, the way Afghanistan players have come up. So they are doing very well internationally, and they have now qualified to the next stage Super 8, the 5 teams that have qualified, and New Zealand shockingly is knocked out. So now England is in balance. So let us see what will happen. In a lot of action going to come in the next week or so. Wishing you all the best, gentlemen, ladies. Take care of yourself. God bless, and may all your wishes come true. And work hard towards it. Definitely, you will be able to achieve it. Wishing you all the best in the next till we meet next time. God bless. Godspeed. Bye bye.